You like anime? Due to YouTube circumstances, all our anime reactions are over at the Goosh, which is our Patreon. Over 3,000 of them. Link is in the description. A partial list is in the comment section. Bring your balls.
Nerd News. Hi, everybody, and welcome to episode 1 of Nerd News. Oh, you're in the right spot. This is huge. You're going to tell your children, your grandchildren, you're going to tell every generation you live to see exist that you were there when the original Nerd News debuted. Yeah, you won't be actually telling anybody that at all. It's not that big a deal. But why Nerd News? Because I'm a nerd and I like pop culture and everything that's going on and about on social media and in the world and at large. And I thought this would be a fun way to check in with some cool stuff that I come across on the internet and possibly even elsewhere, and have a video filled with content that is not political, is not controversial. There's plenty of place to go for that. This is just going to be fun, stupid, silly, whatever, ridiculous stuff that we can all enjoy together. I think it'll be a good time. We've got a good lineup today. A bunch of stories. I don't even know if they're stories. A bunch of nerdiness to point out to everyone. And I think you guys are going to have fun with me. I know I had a lot of fun putting it together. Let's get right into it. Okay, item number 1. Did you guys know Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers is going to be a movie? Now, Disney's been hit and miss lately with their movies. I'll be first to grant you that. But Chip and Dale have a special place in the heart for me because it's Braxton, Spaz Kid, as many of you know him here, my son's favorite characters. And I've always believed that if there were ever going to be a couple of Disney characters that could someday go like extremely bad, it would have been Chip and Dale. Now, that's not, I don't mean that to demean them in any way. There's just a little bit of an edge to them where I could see them, being criminals. And I say that with the utmost respect. But I do want to see what they're going to do with Chip and Come on. How many of you guys are just the age that you grew up with the Rescue Rangers? You're going to need to check this movie out. Let's just take a quick peek at the trailer. All right, funky music.
Chip and Dale
Oh, it's going to be
the show that defined a generation and turned two unknown shippers into international superstars.
Going to be this that we're going to tell the story of Chip and Dale, the Rescue Rangers.
Many more seasons of the Rescue Rangers.
We were living the dream, dancing the Roger Rabbit.
Oh, maybe they did end up going bad. Oh, they had Roger Rabbit there. Definitely, there were drugs. I'm just saying, had to be. Roger Rabbit wasn't on drugs. Come on. It did. See, told you.
Torn by vanity.
You look different.
Hey, it's no secret I had the CGI surgery done.
The CGI surgery. That's all right. I like that. That's quality. I swear to you, I hadn't watched this prior to this. I didn't know they were actually going to have gone bad.
Legends are destined to reunite.
And of course,
Nobody wants a reboot.
links to everything we watch or we reference here will be in the description, so you can check this out without me babbling over it.
What?
So wait, he didn't get the CGI surgery too? Scrooge McDuck. I always wanted to dive into money. Like Peter Griffin said, I think that would just bust you up into a bunch of little pieces, but I would like to try it. Oh, yeah.
This place looks
weird.
Remember that animation style where everything looked real, but nothing looked right?
Who are you?
Are you talking to us?
Obviously.
Okay, that's enough. We're not going to show the whole trailer. You guys, perfect ending point. I'm going to bring this up for you. Do you know how to tell the difference between Chip and Dale? That is Chip on the as you're facing the screen, that is Chip on the left, Dale on the right. How do we know this? Chip has the black nose like a chocolate chip. And so that would leave the other one as Dale. Because, we can take that leap of logic. You learned something here today. Not only the Chip and Dale movie was coming out, how to tell these little rat bastards apart. Next, we have the story of this couple from Arizona who are, they're both veterinarians, and when they got married, they had their 20-year-old Tortoise act as their ring bearer. Okay, that sounds cute. It sounds fun, and it probably was. And I should point out that the tortoise's name is, wait for it, Tom Selleck. Listen, I like terrible puns, so I already like these people. But now, first of all, hold on. I'll show you a few pictures from the festivities. They had posted it on their Facebook, and it's a cute idea. I'll show you some pictures, and I'll give you my thoughts. Okay, and here's old Tom Selleck doing his ring bearer duties. Now, these people seem like a really nice couple. I think what they did, as I said, I think it's cute and everything. But here's my only issue with it, and this is just probably me being just a grumpy, kind of putrid old man. I know from my perspective, first of all, if I'm going to a wedding on a given day, any wedding, I woke up that morning and I went, God damn it, I don't want to go to this stupid wedding. Because who outside of the people directly involved, whoever wants to go to a wedding? Anybody? Hands? No. So my issue would be, when I'm at this wedding, all I'm thinking is, please, can we get this over? I want to go home. It might be a Saturday. I'm probably missing college football or something. Who knows? I want to go home and look at adult material on the internet. I want to do anything but be at a wedding. And so when they have the procession and the bride and groom come out and the ring bearer is a tortoise, I'm not going to be amused. I'm going to smile and I'm going to go, oh, that's great. And I'm going to be like, I can't believe I'm sitting in this seat waiting for a fucking turtle to bring the rings up there. So I wish this couple all the best in the world. I hope they're together forever. I hope Tom Selleck, still funny, I hope Tom Selleck lives to be 150 and they're together for all his remaining 130 years. It'll probably require some genetic surgery for them to live that long and everything, but we're not going to get into all the finer details. I wish nothing but the best for them, but I'm really glad I was not invited to that freaking wedding. And now it's time for this episode's TikTok MVP. TikTok, I know TikTok can be toxic because it sounds funny, so it's a TikTok toxic. You know you're going to tune in for all these. I know it can be a pain in the ass sometimes, TikTok, but there are a lot of people on there who are quite funny and entertaining. And this week's this episode's TikTok MVP is TJ Ship. Now, most of you are aware, along with really bad puns, Tom Selleck, I really like long jokes or jokes that have a setup too long to be worth the punchline. TJ has hit us with just such an event. Let's watch it together. If you bail out, if you don't watch this video till you get through to TJ's punchline, I hate to tell you this, but you're kind of a bitch. So just be willing to take that moniker with you if you don't stick it out. Here we go.
Hey, babe.
This is going to be an
All right,
awesome
so there's this
dad joke.
85-year-old man.
85-year-old
man.
man.
The doctor for his yearly checkup.
Yeah.
At the end of the visit,
At
the
that age,
doctor
should be more
hands
than
him
yearly.
this jar and says, "Take this
Daily.
home and bring me back a semen sample for tomorrow." And the man's like, "What, really?" And the
Yeah.
doc said, "Don't worry about it. It's normal. Just fill this jar up and bring it back tomorrow."
Fill the jar up?
So old man comes back the next day and hands the
At
jar
85?
to
He'd be
the
my
doc,
hero.
completely empty. It hadn't even been opened. And doc's like, "What's going on? What happened?" He
Yeah.
said, "Well, I got home.
It's going to take a while.
At first, I tried using my right hand and couldn't do nothing. And then I tried using my left hand. And that didn't
Stranger.
work. So I asked my wife to come help, and she came in there, and first she tried her right hand, and then her left. And then she tried using both hands and her mouth, and that still didn't get anything.
I can't.
He said, well, so then my
pantomime
wife
that
called her
too
friend Cheryl, and
dramatically.
she came over to help. And they said even both of them working together couldn't do nothing. And the doc said, "Your wife really called her friend Cheryl to come
Well,
over
sure.
and help?"
Cheryl was willing to help.
And he's like, "Yeah, none of us could get the damn lid off the jar."
TJ, I love you, TJ. Come on. They work. You know, I don't know if everybody got the full effect of that joke. What the punchline means is, the jar was really hard to open, and that's what makes it funny. Come on, how many of you made it all the way through? You waited all the way to the end, and the punchline, was the punchline worth all that setup? No, and that's what made it brilliant. And now it's time for this episode's YouTube MVP. I find a YouTube video that it might be a popular one. It might be a much lesser known video. Just something that for whatever reason tickled me a bit. I wish at my age I'm always happy if anyone or anything will tickle me. This one comes to us from a channel called Inglorious Fig. Not a big channel by any means. The video has 20,000 views, not a ton by any stretch of the imagination, but it's called Top 25 Scariest Commercials Ever Part 1. I did some glancing through it. This is pretty good. I would recommend, you got a few minutes, it's a almost 11-minute video. Check it out. There's some freaky commercials in here, but I'm going to give you a taste of one of my favorites from this, and you might want to check out Inglorious Fig and check out this specific video. Now, I haven't even checked Inglorious Fig's channel. This came out in 2016. For all I know, this could be the last video that they ever uploaded, and there's no sense. There may or may not be a reason to subscribe, but I found this video. I like it. Let's check out this commercial. This is his top 25. This is only number 23, so we can only imagine what the upper numbers are going to be. Now, I had seen this character from this commercial before. You don't worry if you don't speak the language. I don't even know what the frig language it is. That's some creepy shit right there. Especially when you take it from his perspective. Look at you, dick! I like how the head just comes into the frame. He pulls the plug! He took his IV drip, and the nurse is like, come on, this is great shit.
Panda ما يتقلهاش لا.
Never say no to Panda. And that's the only one I'm going to show for our video, but definitely check that out. That Panda is pretty cool. I want him on my team. And at some day, come on, my diet consists almost entirely of red meat. There's going to be a day where I'm laying in a hospital, if I'm fortunate to even make it that far, hooked up to a bunch of machines that are trying to keep me alive. And when it's time for me to go out, if the Panda comes in and does it, I would actually be honored. I'd be like, yeah, I went out like a badass. And now we're on to our final little nerd tidbit of the day. And before we get to that, I just wanted to reiterate to you guys that anything you've seen here, any of the videos, anything we've referenced, the links to those items will be in the description of this video if you want to go check it out further. Now, when I woke up this morning, I took a peek on Twitter, which why I did that, I couldn't tell you. But just mainly, I always check to see if anybody's got anything interesting popping. And the phrase McDonald's Sprite was trending. You might be able to come up with a more random trend than that, but I'm not sure what it would be. So I didn't do an extensive amount of research, but I clicked on it, I browsed through, and I don't even know why the hell it was trending. We had a lot of people making weird observations about McDonald's Sprite, but no actual point that I could find. So, listen, I don't want to be left out, even if there's nothing to be left out of. I want to be a part of it. So I, of course, went over to McDonald's and I bought myself a Sprite. Now, I couldn't find any details that it has any special powers, that, if I drink this, it's going to be like gamma rays. I'm going to be able to be the Hulk. Hopefully not Professor Hulk, because he's stupid. I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen, but it was trending. A lot of people were talking about it, and we know anything that comes from Twitter has to be based in reality. So let's see what happens. Sugar buzz. That's not good. At my age, and with my arteries the way they are, sugar is probably not a good idea. It's just, going to try and make my heart pump faster into that blockage and probably explode or something. But that's the third sip of McDonald's Sprite. It seems that the trend might have been just random, and I'm kind of disappointed in that. I thought that, my dick fell off. Ah, that's what it is. It makes your dick fall. Yeah, they pranked me. Oh, you darn kids on that social media, you got me again. That's a good one. Okay, I got to pick this up. Oh,